The LGBTQ plus movement is a revolutionary campaign to redefine historic understandings of gender and sexuality, capture social systems, and silence opposing viewpoints. A revolutionary campaign to redefine historic understandings of gender and sexuality, capture social systems, and silence opposing viewpoints. So let me just break that down briefly. Cambridge Dictionary defines a campaign as a planned group of especially political, business, or military activities that are intended to achieve a particular aim. You can go back to the early 20th century and begin seeing some of this activity. I laid out the history of this stuff in places like my book, Compassion Without Compromise. What feels like a very quick development has actually been a century-long step. There are many good people who are just going along with what they're hearing. I'm not trying to categorize those people. I'm not trying to categorize your friend who just says, aren't we supposed to love everybody? I'm talking about the organized campaign to redefine historic understandings of gender and sexuality. One of the features of this campaign is a radical separation between our sex, male, female, defined by chromosomes, and gender, which is what they say is how we present ourselves to the world. So a perfect example, this is from a website designed for teens, and it gives a highly colored view of what gender is as they define it. Gender identity is how a person feels and who they know themselves to be when it comes to their gender. There are more than two genders. The genders are most recognized are male and female, called the gender binary, usually based on someone's anatomy, the genitals they're born with. This is gender assignment and is based on an assumption that someone's genitals match their gender. I wonder why anybody would think that. However, gender isn't about someone's anatomy. This is where you get a genuine religious conviction, an alternate religion that is being affirmed by this campaign. Gender isn't about someone's anatomy, it's about who they know themselves to be. There are many different gender identities, including male, female, transgender, gender neutral, non-binary, agender, pangender, genderqueer, two-spirit, third gender, and none of or all a combination of these. There are many more gender identities than we've listed. Gender can be complex, and people are defining themselves in new and different ways as we gain a deeper understanding of identities. If we want to understand why it's important for us to be aware of these things, because this campaign to redefine gender and sexuality is not simply being carried out on university campuses anymore. It's being carried out to capture core social systems. Legislators in California want to make sure that a parent who doesn't affirm a child's gender transition, that parent will lose custody of their children. We already have parents in America who have lost custody of children on that basis. Government, the courts, schools, the most important social system that's being erased and redefined is family. Family was God's first big invention. And is it any wonder that's the first thing that Satan wants to undermine?